what exists is nothing but awakening, enlightenment, and all of us experience it all the time, every second. say something?
You said yesterday that no matter what we do, as long as we are not fully enlightened, it will create problems. Could you explain what you mean by problems? And could you, by way of illustration, tell us some of the problems you have experienced due to the fact that you accepted the invitation to come to Austria?
You said well. You said very well. This is an example of a problem. I knew someone was going to say that this morning about practice and enlightenment. Maybe satori. Being born as the shape of a human being, as a relative existence, right? There is a thing to think about what is this conditioned state, or limitation, so to speak. This opens up a very big subject of what you meant by fully enlightened. Absolute enlightenment, which is a characteristic of truth and innate being born as human. How much of truth is experienced by you? This is what I meant by possibility of originating of problem. I'm not talking good or bad. Problem is a subject to think about, work on it. In everyday life, we do not talk about the presence of absolute or experience of your experience of presence of Absolute. Although it is main concern of everyone in their deep depths of life, we usually do not bring up in ordinary communication ground too sacred subject. Sacredness of subject is related to our faith or belief, not logical common knowledge. It is very extremely personal subject. To say personal is still too public. Which is true existence, your everyday existence, or only absolute one? That kind of very deep subject. The subject of personal enlightened experience is also matter same degree as I am talking about. For other people, your enlightenment is not so what do you say? Not so big deal, so to speak. Rather have enough survival money in your wallet. That's more important subject. So this sense of value of experience is a little different. But religious, spiritual subject of your existence when you become truly alone, nobody is thinking about you, and you also do not think about others. At that time, this subject comes up to you. Where you come from, this existence, each of your existence, where does it come from in the first place? Why you exist here, this light here, particular time and place. For what reason you are existing, and how long, which direction this existence is going to continue. And because of such alone state, without measuring standard, you don't know where you are at, which direction it is, why it exists. Everything becomes one big question. Although vivid, truly vivid sensation of existence you feel in time, space. That's what I feel. That's what I experience. I don't know how each of you feel about this. To be somebody on this earth. Full effort of knowing, measuring what this being is, quarter century, half century you spend time, but still not quite. You know almost every important information from wise people in the past or around you. Still not quite answer is final. Again and again we come back to this so to speak. So you say helpless feeling of cannot do much for yourself or others. While we do not know what we are. Is it a human being? Is it most aggressive animal being, or endlessly suffering hell dwellers. We don't know. Sometimes we feel all of them. We define being human being is too highly evaluated. It's just the surface. Inside is nothing but fighter. Sometimes thirsty existence. To say we are child of the God or Buddhas is too ambitious definition. That's what I meant by the problem. before I came here, visited to El Camino Hospital in California. My dear friend, father, in coma state, terminal cancer, and found out while we were flying abroad, he passed on a few nights ago. The message came, and already Paul was literally gone when I visited 3 times every day. Feet was warm, hand was warm. Tried to open his eye. The oxygen tube in his nose. Tried to respond to my big call, and his eyes cannot open, couldn't be opened. Only one eye opened 1 second and looked at me. That was all. Closed eyes and again went to deep sleep. That was the last meeting. But I felt good. He was already gone, and it was about matter of time. The heart stopped beating. I felt good because his body showed peacefulness, no more struggle. And I asked the nurse, is there any medication going on or not? No medication, just waiting. He and his wife was a Jewish, wonderful man and wife. Wife passed away about 7 years ago. Went to funeral. They adopted 2 children. My dear friend and another adopted was a girl, and they both now married and have been raising children and happily living. After he lost his first wife, he found another lady who loves to dance. Went to Jewish wedding, and I still remember they're already quite old, maybe around 65, 63 or 5. After retirement age, I still remember the dancing crazy after wedding. Very cheerful person. But that person and the person who was in the bed after long struggle with cancer feels a very different person. And wonder where is Paul right now? It's in Buddhist thoughts. He's supposed to looking for new birth somewhere. It is about 7th day now. Approaching the first week, and he has passed the. He just got out of the ship, a little boat, like a paramita boat. Giving some pennies to the sail. What do you call the sailmen who carry dead from
ferryman?
Ferryman. Ferryman. Maybe he's around here looking for the place.
Couples, watch out.
This dear friend, adopted son of Paul, is a very strange person. When I was living in California 23 years ago, my son was about coming, so wife was pregnant, big, and answered the doorbell, and here he is. Midnight, bare feet, dirty bare feet, bushy hair, long hair, jeans were many holes everywhere, and wanted to see me. So, still 18 years old he was. My wife was so upset. Strange person came, please answer. I was still up in my study. All right, said, I went. Wife said, chase him away, please. You have too many strange people. I looked into his eyes and look terrible, but he's not crazy. I must talk with him. And then I put my jacket on and took him for a walk, midnight walk to the downtown of Los Altos. looked at all stores closed. One bar called Teacup was open, so we sat on the counter and I had Irish coffee and he had juice. Shaved head, robe on it. Next is such a person. Everybody look at us and what he said is, I feel I'm enlightened and I don't know what to do with this. After sipping tea, he started talk like that. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that is very wonderful. I need a proof of it. If you show me proof of it, not how you appear. I need a proof of it. And he was a little stuck, cannot explain because it's still going on, I think. Week later, he came back with a little metal sheet in his hand. Again, the bare feet. I said, aren't you hungry? I didn't know what it was. Aren't you hungry? Yes, I am hungry. I mean, my wife is not here, fortunately. Until a few days before delivery, my wife worked in hospital as a nurse. She's a work maniac, big head, big belly, and goes around Stanford Hospital. It was a night shift. That was the proof. That little thing was the proof. It was a chip of personal computer. I thought it was first I thought it's a chocolate or something. Many things are going, while I was going around. He said, I designed it, and my friend also helped me. This is called Lisa. Lisa. I named it Lisa, which is the name of his daughter, newborn daughter. That was the origin of Apple computer, and I'm still not quite sure that was a true proof or not. I bet you are using that Macintosh. Are there in this country?
Sure.
That was a story. As you know, that is to your question, it's a big problem. What he always says, want to join the session. Wherever I go, he always say, make me monk, please make me monk. I said, no, until proof. No. And always apologize me. He's a very bad student. Want to do it, but hesitant to join session. Brilliant, but too smart. I think he cannot sit more than 1 hour. No, 1 hour is enough. No machine. Someday he'll join. And this Lisa, the computer, but the girl is 13, 14 years old now. What makes me most happy is she feels me as a godfather, and whenever I visit them, she ran up to me and speak in Japanese. That is very wonderful. Maybe that is a proof. Let's change subject.
I'd like to know how can we understand why some people have many problems and hard time to practice and some don't.
Since people don't have problem, everyone has about equal amount of difficulty. I do. I think I'm a worst kind of person. Nothing happens even more than first sitting is 3 years old. My father taught me. My big brothers, 2 brothers, were ordained by my natural father. After chasing the firefly, we have a big temple pond, lotus pond. My father designed this garden. We are all small. Elder brothers came back with a lot of fireflies, and maybe I was about 5. Maybe about 5. Strange thing happened. Was in the sky from the temple cemetery. There is a very big bluish purplish ball of light came and through one leap of this light. And we said, oh, look at that, look at that big firefly. And my father told us it was a it's a ghost, spirit. He said that is a spirit. It's a natural phenomenon. Today you don't have this. You have. Do you know what it is? When you read old story, burial ground, this thing happened. We call it ring. In a low temperature, this thing burns and make this pale green, blue, purplish light.
Nordlich. Nordlich. It's only on cemeteries, isn't it? Yeah, I know.
It is an element of our body.
Gases, maybe?
Yeah, it's
We finally, later I studied what it was, and it was all wearing this thing and fly in the sky. Owl, the bird. That evening was the first lesson of Zazen we got. Three of us sitting in the porch. And my father was 60 years old. Came back from hospital after surgery of stomach cancer. He was looked like very old to me. After eating little cookie, he taught us how to cross leg. And we compared who's the best posture. I could do full lotus without using hand. So I was the best. And eldest brother showed he can walk with full lotus. Literally, he get up on the full lotus and start to walk like this. What I wanted to say is, since that today until today, no enlightenment experience. Too bad. One time I did the Doksan with Kobun Chino Otogawa Roshi and asked about this supreme enlightenment. He said, "Don't rush," he said. Go slow. So I'm going very slow. Sometimes sitting feels wonderful. Most of the time, before and after sitting is more wonderful.
You were talking about enlightenment and that you haven't had it yet or whatever. So where does all this satori thing come from? Is it just to keep people going? So you always tell them, oh, you read it there, you read it there. Is it just so that people think, maybe there is something that keep going and keep going? Or, do you know what I mean? Where does it come from? I mean, well, you say, I haven't had it. Nobody says he ever had it. But you read it everywhere. Just so that people keep practicing?
That's it.
That's trick.
It's like sick of paradise, utopia, and like Moses was a little bit too short tempered, he missed it. Personal enlightenment experience, I think it's happening all the time, but no one can see it. I mean, no one else can see your enlightenment experience. If this life is momental and it's constantly sparkling, that constancy makes that thing look subtle, solid existence. But who knows? It's just if enlightenment is a misunderstanding, like putting fifth degree to fifth dimension to third dimension and think that is it. That's just misunderstanding. So I started to put it aside and do not poke. Someday it might show what it is. It feels nothing but what exists is nothing but awakening, enlightenment, and all of us who experience it, part of it, all the time, every second. That's how I started to understand these days. And to meditate is to widen it, broaden it, and concentrate is to ignore most of it except a very small portion of it.